Taking a look at conditions across the country. Can you tell where we've got high pressure and where we've got some unsettled cool weather? Let's start with the drier news, better news for drivers. Western Canada in the morning, no problems weather-wise. Toronto 8, a little cool. Halifax 9, a little wet. Forecast highs, not any warmer. In fact, slightly cooler for Atlantic Canada as cool conditions settle in, northerly winds and low clouds. So that'll be your one challenging drive weather-wise area.
Watch the signs behind the weather, 23 past the hour on the Weather Network.
Taking a look across our beautiful country on this Thursday. Good to see you. Suzanne Leonard with you, Robin Yakachuk, our director tonight. And we've got clear skies, Western Canada, until we get to BC. Thunderstorms bubbling up, more temperature records. Lots of sunshine in Eastern Canada today, although this low is swirling south, pushing a few fronts through, and a little bit of fishing, boating. I was doing a bit of gardening myself this afternoon. It was a little breezy, but it wasn't too bad. High temperatures Thursday, 17, 18, 20 degrees. How do you feel about teen temperatures again? Well, there is cooler air sinking south. If we pick up the forecast from sort of mid-evening Thursday, there is a cold front, fairly weak cold front, but it will bring a shift in conditions. And the showers mainly around the center. That's some wet snow, Quebec and Labrador, and some steady wet weather for the Maritimes for Friday. Our morning temperatures, not frosty for Barrie, Toronto, the Kawarthas, Kitchener-Waterloo, but once we get up to Sudbury and Timmins, there are frost warnings. And when we take a look at our afternoon highs, you might not call them frosty, but they are well below average. Ottawa should be 21. Toronto should be around 20, 21. Barrie only 9 degrees. Huntsville 8 if you're camping this weekend. Well, if you're camping this weekend, take heart. We do have a bit of a reprieve. No question. When we look at the country as a whole, we'll go to the 850 millibar level in the atmosphere, just above surface level, and the warmer temperatures are across Western Canada. There's a pool of cold air, an upper level low. Friday into Saturday, it starts to shift. Cool weather lingering in the Maritimes, but we will be warming up. Good to know. Toronto. Remember what I said? Normally around 20, 21 at this time of year. How about 24 by Sunday, 19 on Saturday, a morning low of 3. And for Hamilton, on Saturday morning, a morning low of 2. So there will no question be some patchy frost in the GTA, around the Golden Horseshoe, and certainly in cottage country areas. So if you've been doing any planting, frost-sensitive plants, you'll need to cover those up or bring them in. Friday, if you're traveling across the country, there's a look at Eastern Canada, Western Canada. Coming up, an in-depth look at your local forecast. Plus, high heels, red ones. Chris May is wearing them. We're wearing these. Find out why. That's next. A mild start to the day on Friday. Taking a look at your national forecast. Western Canada, Yellowknife 11. That's close to a normal daytime high, which is about 13 this time of year. Hot temperatures, BC, some thunderstorms likely again. That would be one area of active weather. The main active weather, rainfall, pretty steady. Nova Scotia, PEI, late day, eastern Newfoundland pushing through for Saturday. Why we are wearing white ribbons today, why Chris May was in heels this afternoon. Here he is. Signs of tornadoes. Our Storm Hunter team of meteorologists Mark Robinson and Jacqueline Whittall captured 4 tornadoes on camera, learned and shared some really interesting things about tornadoes from the U.S. Tornado Alley this year, and they're on their way home now after a successful chase, as it's known. All right, let's take a look at your national forecast. It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend. As we look at the satellite and the radar showing precipitation, this takes us through sort of 6 to almost 8 o'clock this evening. Couple of bands of showers, very light coming south. There's some wet snow in northern Ontario. What this low is going to do is shift the wind direction, bring in a fresh air mass, and it will certainly feel fresher tomorrow. A drop of at least 5 degrees compared to today, to about or at least 5 degrees below normal. And those are your daytime highs, and it will be preceded by some frost warning, Sudbury, maybe some pretty cool stuff. All right, Atlantic Canada for Friday. Come on, clicker. Help me out here. Showers and much cooler weather. PEI, Nova Scotia, eastern areas holding off for St. John's. Beautiful day today. Morning showers, then afternoon sunshine. You'll have some sunshine for most of the day tomorrow, but it will be cool and unsettled. A low is coming in from Quebec. There's another push coming up the Atlantic seaboard, and that's 10 to 20 millimeters of rain. Most of Newfoundland, also Nova Scotia and eastern PEI. Now, it's still snowing in parts of Labrador, but the snow, thankfully, is winding down in the far north. About another 10 to 15 centimeters today for Nain on the coast. Jump to our west coast. Record highs today. Bella Coola on the coast. In the interior, Pemberton. Forecast conditions for Friday. It's hot. It's dry in the prairies. There is the risk of thunderstorms this evening still in British Columbia. And that's not good news for fire crews. Coming up, well, how about a little trip to the beach? We all have our favorite and least favorite spots, don't we, for getting around. All right, weather-wise, 0 for Sudbury Friday morning. That's not going to be anybody's favorite. A little on the cool side. Ottawa 7, Toronto 8 to start the day, and only in the double digits. Mid-teens Toronto, 11 for Ottawa. That's 10 degrees below normal this time of year. So we do have a little bit of a cool bump down for Friday, but hey, good news. We get it out of the way, and then we have a warmer weekend. But what about wet weather? We need rain. We're a little bit on the dry side in Ontario. The rain, the shift in the temperatures coming behind this front, that is a bit of wet snow northern Quebec. The real wet weather is in the Atlantic provinces. Some forecast model indications for cloud cover and maybe showers Sunday, but it looks like it will hold off until Monday. That's what we're hedging with our forecast. Monday 19, 80% chance of showers. Let's talk about the weekend, though, for Toronto. 19, then 24. Hamilton, 19, then 23. And if you're traveling further afield to set up a great weekend, look at the west. Lots of sunshine. In fact, let's go to Vancouver. That was Mark Robinson, and he, along with Jacqueline Whittall, our storm hunting team, heading back from Tornado Alley. What a year it's been for them. Studying, learning, capturing on video for tornadoes and all kinds of severe weather. There's more on that coming up. Great to see you on this Thursday. Couple of bands of showers, satellite and radar, a depiction of basically the supper hour, early evening. And this front, not a great deal of moisture, but certainly it will be noticeably cooler tomorrow. We should be in the 20s this time of year. Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal as well. And we've got widespread frost warnings with temperatures 0 or below. Sudbury, Timmins tonight, so a cold night ahead. Atlantic Canada, beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine. Newfoundland's going to be sunny. Labrador, the snow finally ends. Rain comes to St. John's Friday night, but it's pretty much all day and a cool day, too. Halifax, only 8 degrees for a high. 10 to 20 millimeters of rain on the way for eastern PEI as well for most of Newfoundland. And the end of the snow tapering off overnight tonight. Thank you very much. Done for Labrador. Not snow, but heat. Soaring temperatures in Alberta, in the prairies, in the 20s, in BC, in the 30s as well. Kamloops tomorrow, and in the territories, record highs as well have been set. But the risk of thunderstorms continues. Just like today, lightning, most dangerous threat. Head indoors if you hear thunder. And that's an update. Up to 45% contained, the Little Bobtail Lake fire. Some good news there. We have a recap of our Storm Hunters' second week in Tornado Alley coming up next as we look south.